you can't wing it this year, right? And so for those of you who maybe are the atypical, non-planners, I think that, I think every coach should be walking into practice with a clear plan as to how practice is going to run, and specifically, if you're all together, like realizing that the risk is not just transmission, it also is, if you're at an academic institution, this contact tracing and then having, your whole team wiped out. And so my advice would be to sit with the athletic trainer, to sit with your sports supervisor, and just have, get some of their guidance, because ultimately I think the athletic trainers are the ones who are administering, the contact tracing management protocols and the quarantine protocols, and saying, okay, so if I have, 6 people practicing the whole time, is that going to limit the risk of the contact tracing? And if I'm making a concerted effort of taking advantage of being an outside sport and spreading out so that we're not within that six feet distance for greater than 10 minutes unmasked, and I think, going back again to what the CDC definitions are as to what makes a contact, I think that will help us, or help a coach get through those moments where there's, a question of somebody being near somebody who tested positive, and then having to put those people on hold until, testing comes through. So the small groups, the distancing, the wearing masks, I think I think these are leadership moments for coaches. This is not a time for us to buck the system and question and say, why do we have to do that, or seem frustrated. It's to show, now's the time to show good leadership